going on, guys? Welcome back to Fish Aquatics. Today I don't really have anything I really want to talk about. I just want to talk about a little story that I had happen to me today, and it is the realization of a false identity on fish. And it's kind of my fault for not really looking into it, but it's also the store's fault for mislabeling their fish and selling that as a different fish. So what am I talking about? I'm of course talking about the white cloud mountain minnows. Now, when I bought these fish, I bought them as white cloud mountain minnows. I looked them up because I had a couple of the golden mountain minnows. They were in this tank. They're out in the 125 right now. But I had some golden mountain minnows, and I wanted to get some regular mountain minnows so that way I could start breeding them, put them outside next year, let them spawn, make a lot more, sell them back to the fish store and make a little money to help my hobby. But I only ever could get two, and I could never find any other ones because all the stores around me don't have them. So I went out to the store today and I was looking for some, and of course they don't have them, and get kind of bummed out. So I start looking around and I say, hey, you know, are there any fish on sale that I have that I can build my communities up a little bit bigger? So they did have neon tetras on sale, so I went ahead and picked up some of them. If you guys can see them all back there, there's probably about 12 of them back there. So I picked some of them up and got them in here, and then I was looking, they had some what are they called? Rosy barbs? Rosy barbs? Cherry barbs. They had cherry barbs, and I know I had 3 in here, and they had a couple in their tank. I think they had 2. And I was like, you know, I could, you know, increase the cherry barbs, and then, you know, we'll be good. Get a couple more in there. So I'm sitting there looking at them, and I'm really looking at them, and I'm like, man, those look like white clouds. I'm like, they look exactly like my white clouds. And I couldn't figure it out, so I pulled up my phone, and I looked up a picture of white cloud mountain minnows, which is this picture right here. And I'm really looking at it, and I'm like, man, that looks exactly like the fish I have at home. You know, that I can think of off the top of my head. And I'm like, yeah, it looks right. So it's got the black stripe down the body with the lighter stripe along the top of its back. And I'm like, man, okay, these fish in here look like white cloud mountain minnows. Okay. So then I get to thinking, and I'm like, you know what, let me just look up a picture of cherry barbs and see what they look like to verify and make sure I'm thinking that I'm getting the right thing here. So I look up this picture here. I look at the picture and I'm seeing the top fish, and I'm like, yeah, that's a cherry barb. But what's the fish on the bottom? That looks like what I have at home. Never did I even consider that the male and female cherry barbs were different colors. Never even considered it. So what do you know, guys? My white cloud mountain minnows were cherry barbs. I had 2 females in this tank, and by happenstance I had 3 males in this tank. So I picked up 2 more females, and I'm gonna approach this tank a little slow. But now I have a tank of cherry barbs. And I don't know if you guys can see this one female cherry barb in the back there, but that's a long fin variety. So you can actually see all the anacaras purling in there. If I get close enough you can see it. It's all purling. And there's no CO2 injection or nothing, it's just the sponge filter there. But I felt like such an idiot. I felt like an idiot because I didn't even know what fish I had. I didn't have these cherry barbs didn't have a heater. They've been in this tank for months in cold water because I assumed they were white clouds, and they're not. Luckily this room's kept around 70 degrees, and you know, they weren't too stressed out. Their color was really showing good, so they were comfortable. So once I realized that, I knew, you know, I got a problem. I gotta run out. I gotta get a heater. I got to make sure I got the right community size. You know, I want to make sure that I get them all together and make it a good a good environment for them. So I went out and I got a heater and set it all up, and they're happy, they're good, they're all swimming around together, everybody's, you know, doing great. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's my video for today. It's a case of mistaken identity, and it's a little on me and a little on the store, you know, for not making sure what they have is what they have, and same on me for making sure that I'm not getting what I thought I was getting. But that's it for this video, guys. If you like my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button right there. And if you want to see more of my content, go ahead and click on either two of these links right here, and you can check out my other videos. This coming week, I'm picking up the wood to do the 55-gallon stands, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video.